Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. It's me, Gio, the leader of the rideshare revolution, the rideshare rock star, the captain of the 2K club, and the realest, the funniest, the handsomest, and the beardedest driver on YouTube. And this video is going to be just something. I got some messages last night from passengers, and I screenshot them because I thought that'd be funny. And in my opinion, they're funny, but everything's funny to me. And first things first, I want to talk about this past weekend was market days in Chicago. And for those of you that know what that is, or you know, there was a lot of scenery this past weekend in Chicago. And by scenery, I mean thousands, and I literally mean thousands of half-naked men all over the city. And that reminded me of a certain troll I used to have that he used to constantly come on my channel, talk about how I'm the recently deactivated Uber driver, about recently terminated. And then it turns out this guy was playing the victim for such a long time. Turns out he's a racist and he's an intolerant person and all that stuff. I'm like, well, the reason you probably got deactivated is because you're an intolerant and racist person, and your passengers probably felt that, and they probably complained against your account, and that's why you got deactivated. And this past weekend, no joke, I gave a ride to, among several really, really drunk, half-naked men, I gave a ride to 2 transsexual prostitutes and a cross-dresser who looked like a 6'4" Marilyn Monroe that desperately needed a sandwich. Now, here's the thing. I did not deny service to anyone this past weekend, right? In my own opinion, as long as you're a respectful passenger, a respectful client, a respectful customer, then you are fully... I've had passengers that smell bad, all kinds of shit, right? As long as you're a paying customer and you are respectful and you respect my boundaries and you respect my car, then you are perfectly okay. You're going to get a safe ride to your destination, right? That's it's not my place to say or do anything other than that. If you ordered a ride and you're paying for the ride, you're going to get the ride as long as you don't do anything disrespectful or violate my space in some kind of way, then whatever. And the reason I'm saying this is, I think I've said this before, and I'm pretty sure Drive Girl Drive said this in the video, or something along these lines. If you are any kind of intolerant or racist person or whatever you're prejudiced against, and you want to, let's say you're thinking about driving in a major market like Chicago, like Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, I can make you one promise. Whatever it is you hate will end up in your car. So if you're not able to keep those kinds of feelings, if you're not able to keep these kind of horrible comments to yourself against someone you may not like, then this is not the gig for you. Okay? Leela, shut up. Leela. Horrible cat. Sorry. Never mind that cat. Moving on. Oh, I go take you on the screenshot. These screenshots are pretty funny. So, sorry. The point of this video is going to be, or just something quick that happened last night. I thought this was funny. So, let's move my head over here. So check this out. So I got this message. I got this message last night, as you can see, at 4:44 in the morning. I was like 2 blocks away when I got the ping, and as soon as I was driving there, this girl sent me a message saying, you know, we'll be down soon. Please don't cancel. I gave the thumbs up, the message acknowledged. And then, as you guys can see there, she said she was coming. And so this is one of those situations where I was kind of by like the Rogers Park area. And I figured like I could just get this easy cancellation fee. But this girl messaged me and told me she'd be coming down as quick as she could. So in these kind of situations, I'm okay to wait because it's not a bunch of demand at that time in the morning. And I figure, like, you know, give it a couple minutes. If it's too much, then I'll just cancel. But she came down about a minute after the timer expired, or the timer was good to go for me to get to cancellation fee. So then I, took it to her destination. And then I picked up someone that was going to Niles. I dropped them off at a hotel on close to Toohey and I forget the other street. And this was at like 5:20. Yeah. So not too long after that, here's the thing. I didn't have to wait for pings that much last night, guys. So I'm pretty excited about that. Overnight, mind you, too. So after I dropped that girl off, I was driving south on Harlem, and I got a ping from like the Edison Park area. Wrong one. And this is funny. I got a ping from the Edison Park area. As you guys can see at the top right of the screen, it's 5:24 in the morning. Now, give your attention to the very bottom of the screen where it says "Get off train at 5:39 a.m." This dude is clearly some kind of comedian. He thought that I was going to wait at the train station for 15 minutes. And you know what? This is one of those things where it's like, I don't mind passengers maybe like, because it's 5:25 in the morning, as you guys can see there. And this is not the time to lollygag, okay? This is about the time I'm like, okay, I need to get back to the city now. Because if I'm not back in the city now, then I'm going to run into traffic and I'm going to lose earnings, right? And full-time drivers will know that's the case. And as soon as I got that message, I took a screenshot and I just canceled it. I'm like, you're out of your mind if you think I'm waiting 15 minutes for you. So that was that. I thought that was funny. This dude is clearly delusional, or maybe it's like his first time taking Uber. I don't know. I don't think there's that many drivers that are going to wait 15 minutes after they get a ping to pick up the passenger. Who knows? All right. So enough about that. I want to go into Lyft versus Uber in Chicago. Let's play. I'm gonna keep a tally. I'm gonna keep a tally on my notepad here. So we're gonna keep a tally today for Wednesday. Uber versus Lyft. All right. You guys see there? Uber versus Lyft, right? All right. So this morning at 4:03. I'm seeing very little surge and very, very little prime time from both apps at 4:03 in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one a draw, okay? 4:50 in the morning. Still not seeing any real prime time or surge from either app. So again, going to go ahead and call this one a draw. 5:16 this morning. Sorry, I hate to discombobulate you. I'm seeing some surge on the western south side there. Not seeing any prime time from Lyft. So that's 1 point for Uber. Alrighty. At 5:16, you guys can see there. 5:32 in the morning. I'm seeing 50% prime time from Lyft by Uptown and Lakeview, and I'm seeing very, very little surge in Humboldt Park and a little bit on the west side there of Chicago. So for this one, we're going Lyft. So this one's 1-1, tied up. 5:55-ish. Little bit of surge from Uber on the north side and a little bit west, like Humboldt Park there. Same kind of thing for Lyft. It looks pretty even to me. I don't know about you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call this one a draw too. This looks about even. I can't really give it one way or the other, just to be fair. This one, 6:16 in the morning. I'm seeing scattered prime time from Lyft on the north side, south side, and much further south around there, around that 94 sign. So this one's going Lyft. So right now, Lyft's in the lead. Side piece is up. 6:26 in the morning. I'm seeing a little bit of scattered surge up north, a tiny bit of scattered surge, or scattered prime time from Lyft. But what is up with this? You see this? There's more prime time in the lake than there is on land. I don't know about you guys. I want to call this one a tie too, just because it's nothing spectacular for either app. So let's call this one a tie. 6:32 in the morning. This one I'm seeing I'm seeing surge in 3 different locations for Uber. Pretty decent surge up north for Uber. Even some in the western suburbs by Maywood over there. Very little prime time for Lyft. So this one's definitely going Uber. So right now it's tied up 2-2. Okay. 7:26 in the morning. I see 0 prime time from Lyft. I see a tiny bit of surge on the south side from Uber. But we're going to go ahead and call that just a tie. That's not really a meaningful gain. You know, that's not really going to attract any drivers. So let's call that a tie at 7:26. 7:34. I'm seeing some prime time from Lyft on the lake. Get your shit together, Lyft. And I'm seeing some scattered surge on Uber. So this one's clearly Uber because it's in 3 different locations and it's actually in a location where drivers can get to. So for this one, right now, Uber's up 3-2. Right now, 7:54. Still, same thing I'm looking at. Why am I looking at prime time in the water, Lyft? Come on, man. That is so amateur. 7:54, I'm seeing scattered surge for both apps. I'm seeing more of it on Uber and more consistent surge on Uber. So for this one, gotta go with Uber, guys. I mean, fair. You guys can argue back on this one, but fair is fair, right? These are obviously the same time. You can see 7:54, 7:54. Okay, so that's 7:54 a.m. and up to 8:14. This one, honestly, I think I'm going to have to give to Lyft because it looks like even though the deepest prime time is in the water for some crazy reason, it appears that Lyft has more demand right now. They've got the higher prime time percentage compared to the Uber surge and about the same locations. So for this one, I'm going to have to go with Lyft. That's 8:14. 8:30. Ooh, what do you guys think? This one is tough. I think, you know what, honestly, even though it shows 100% prime time, the 100% prime time is in the water, which I don't understand. And that looks like 75% right there. And you guys can clearly see the Uber surge is consistent and further out. So for this one, going Uber. So right now, Uber's up 5-3. So right now, 5-3 Uber. 8:46. I'm seeing some pretty consistent surge on both apps here. But I think, you know, I kind of want to call this one a draw too because, as you guys can see, Lyft is out a little bit further west, and there's a tiny bit south. And the Uber surge is more consistent, but there's not as much demand, like going into the Humboldt Park, Logan Square area. And there's some around, like, you know, the beginning of the south side and all that stuff. So this one, you guys can feel free to argue this one. I want to be fair. I'm going to go ahead and say this one was bought even too. So for Wednesday, in my Uber versus Lyft competition in Chicago, Uber wins again. I mean, you guys can fight back on this one all you want, but in the screenshots I took, which I don't, like I said, I wish I had time to monitor this all day. I don't because I'm driving at this time. I couldn't monitor this, and I did my best. And I want to be fair. I think this is good for anyone who drives to Chicago to see how Uber does compare to Lyft at the exact same time. And I've been rocking straight Uber this week just because I've been so busy. And, oh yeah, good news. I think the summer slowdown's over, guys. I haven't been waiting for rides. I've been seeing surge. You know, I've literally, this time last week, I was waiting hours between pings. Last couple nights, just back to back. Not stacked pings, but I haven't really even had to turn off my car. It's been that busy. So, yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. I want to thank y'all for watching. I know this was a lengthy video. Hope you all enjoyed. Until next time, everyone stay out there, stay driven, stay safe, stay bearded, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.